start of a new college soccer season. We begin 2018 tonight in Oxford, Mississippi, with Ole Miss hosting the Louisiana Raging Cajuns at the Ole Miss Soccer Stadium. Good to have you along on this Friday night alongside Ian Banner. I'm Richard Cross. It's the beginning of a new season, and Ian, it doesn't really matter the sport. You go into a new season and there's excitement there for everyone.
Loads of expectations. It's been a good summer. I know the team, Ole Miss, is fit. They've been playing a lot this season.
Raging Cajuns, kind of a new look this year. They won just 5 games a season ago. 13 new faces that you'll meet tonight as this game goes along. One that is not a new face this year for Ole Miss. The Rebels' first ever USC All-American, KacieSoccer, 35 career goals scored. That's good for 5th in Ole Miss history.
You rarely see a striker that's so composed under pressure. She makes space for herself, she loves scoring goals, and she's really, really technically skillful.
KacieSoccer wasn't the only one scoring goals a year ago. This Ole Miss offense was explosive. Led the SEC in goals per game, goals scored, and points scored as a team. And did a pretty good job finding teammates. 3rd best in the league in assists. Channing Foster was another big reason for Ole Miss's success. A freshman All-American a year ago. In her first season, 12 goals scored. She's coming off a big summer. Season opener coming up next. August, but no precipitation. Time for the season opener between Louisiana and Ole Miss. Take a look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. Both Ole Miss and Louisiana will come out in a 4-3-3. You look across the top with Einer's daughter, Sierra, and Sykes across the front. Scott Whelan thinks this is his best front line ever. As the head coach of the Raging Cajuns for Ole Miss, you know Channing Foster, dangerous. Second team All-SEC to go along with being on the All-Freshman team a year ago. And KacieSoccer, 35 career goals as an Ole Miss player. Marty Barrett, Pat Mott, the head coach of Ole Miss, says she is the best goalkeeper in the SEC, a 5th-year senior. We are all set. Mark Harrington, our lead referee, blows the whistle. We are underway. KacieSoccer sends it to the left side. Good to be with you as we begin a new season. Ole Miss, a team that a year picked 7th by the league coaches in the preseason conference rankings. Ole Miss gives it away as Mary Kate Smith had trouble there with the handle.
Richard, I'm looking for some things early on tonight, and particularly I'm looking for confidence. I'm looking to see who's aggressive, and I'm going to listen. I want to hear who's demanding the ball, who really wants it.
Addison Pizzino, newcomer on this Ole Miss team. You saw her just a moment ago, number 26. Here's a lob in the box. Kaiser with the header. That goes wide of the post. That's kept the line. Ole Miss takes an early 1-0 lead.
And when I say who wants it, probably has something to do with who's going to score the first goal in the first minute of the game. What an amazing start for Ole Miss.
That goal goes in the column for Haley Stackpole, the freshman from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. She's addition in the offseason to Matt Mott's team.
KacieSoccer got a head on the ball. I thought it was going in, but it was not. It was too much of a sort of a thin header. Didn't quite make any difference to it, but there she was on the far post, and what a goal for her! What a start for her season.
First career goal for Haley Stackpole. She is the daughter of an Army Ranger and spent much of the summer leading up to this season waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and going through workouts with her dad. Not that, but being in shape, or being fit, as you like to say.
That's exactly right. By the way, it wasn't exactly as easy as she made it look. There's the pressure on you early on. You see the net gaping there. You've really got to do the job and put it in, and she did. No nerves there.
Mary Kate Smith sends it into the box. There's a header off to Gabby Little.
And statistically, Richard, Ole Miss on paper, 5 previous games and the 16 goals for and 2 against. From what coach says, they've got a good, strong front line.
And sends it forward. Kaiser tries to keep it in play, is able to do so just beyond the Louisiana bench. Ole Miss will throw in. Kate Smith lobs it in. Ole Miss in the all-white jerseys. Louisiana playing in red and black tonight. Crossing the middle of the box with the left foot. Thomas had it taken away. Good defensive possession there, but then Ole Miss gives it right back. A lot of open space for Lexi Turner. This ball toward the net. Marty Merritt diving to her right, able to make it that line. Getting his 9th season as the head coach at Ole Miss. 85 wins, 63 losses, 19 draws. Spent some time with him earlier this week. Really excited. Thinks this is the most complete team that he's ever had. He says we've got the goalkeeper, we've got the All-American scorer, and we've got the protege as well. Obviously talking about Marty Merritt, C.C. Kaiser, Channing Foster, but beyond that, he really likes the makeup of the back line of his defense.
And they're a working team too. We know that they've been fit over the summer. Most of them have been playing in some league or another, and they came back early this year and were fit right from the start.
Long run, here's a cross. This gets ahead on it. Sisters on that back line for Ole Miss, but now different last names. Grace Johnson and Ella Johnson a year ago. Ella married over the summer. She is now Ella Frischnick. Started 19 games last year in her first season at Ole Miss. Johnson's a little easier to pronounce than Frischnick, but
we will do our best.
Happy for Ella and her new husband, first ever married player that Matt Mott has had on one of his teams. On the lead for the foul.
Not too difficult spot from the referee. He got it right. Number 12, Casey Powell. I wonder if she was a little disgruntled about the first attempt where she finished up on the ground, and she comes back in and there's no question about that one.
Madison Pizzino she got tied up with. Pizzino, a transfer from Florida State. She's originally from Grand Island, New York. Played in 9 games a year ago as a freshman. Remember with the hurricane issues in Florida a season ago, this kind of opened the doors to its facility to Florida State. Madison Pizzino to Oxford and Ole Miss soccer. She liked it, was looking for an opportunity. There's a relationship there between the head coach at Florida State and Matt Mott. And for the second time in as many years, Ole Miss picking up a transfer from national power Florida State. Did that with Julia Phillips a season ago. Quickest players you'll find, wasn't quite able to slip in and take that one away. Ole Miss wins possession. The way that teams approach C.C. Kaiser this year will likely be different than anything she's seen previously in her career. Scott Whelan is the head coach at Louisiana Lafayette. Now in his 14th season, 92 wins. Felt like he needed to kind of press restart on this program. They went 5-10-2 a year ago and wants to see his team make some progress. If I know even about C.C. Kaiser, she is the name that is at the top of every opponent's scouting report. She is a preseason All-American, first ever All-American in Ole Miss history. She's going to be a professional soccer player probably a year from now. And so how do you approach the game a little bit differently when you know you're going to be man-marked every game?
Well, enter Channing Foster. because Cece's going to take a lot of attention, and she knows that. And she may be able to take some of those players out of play, take them wide, open up some spaces for Foster. But in her own right, she's so good. She'll take the ball, she'll turn, she'll still continue to make space for herself. And I think she'll shrug it off because I think she's good enough.
Kacie Kaiser burst onto the scene as a freshman 2 years ago with 14 goals. Hampered by injuries in her sophomore season, scored just 5 times, but last year led the SEC in both goals and points. 16 goals. She has 2 of the top 10 goal-scoring seasons in Ole Miss soccer history. A double-digit goal season this year would make Kacie Kaiser the all-time leading scorer in Ole Miss history. Corner coming here for Louisiana.
And barring injury, you've got to say that's a real possibility.
Una Einersdottir, sophomore from Iceland. Had 2 goals a season ago. Since this one, out swinging into the box. Good header there. It was Grace Johnson that got a head on it. Phillips flips it forward. Big collision in the open field, and a card coming out of the pocket of Mark Arrington, our referee. He checks on Julia Phillips to make sure she is okay. Shakes her head yes.
Arms up.
Skyla Sykes, freshman from California, picking up the yellow card.
Sykes was on my list of players to watch. Really, I only had reports on 2 players. Sykes was one of them. She's a player that likes to put herself about a bit, works hard in the midfield. Occasionally you're going to pick up yellow cards, and hands were high there and the referee didn't like it. He decided to make a statement early on in the game and send a message to the players of what he expects.
Quick takeaway by Pizzino.
Richard, while the ball's in the middle of the field, you have to say congratulations and best wishes to the ground staff. This field is absolutely superb. The ball just rolls over it like a golf ball.
You bring your putter?
I try not to use it in public because it's not a pretty sight.
It was turned away by Louisiana.
The facilities, in other words, are absolutely phenomenal for both teams.
Playing surface is in perfect condition to start a new year. It's a fast track as well.
And big. It's a big field.
Talked about that in the past. Some people perhaps knew not all pitches the same width.
The laws of the game do permit, within certain parameters, that you can have longer or wider, shorter, narrower fields. This is a big one.
Ole Miss scored a minute and a half into the game. First career goal for Haley Stackpole. On an assist from Gabby Little and Kacie Kaiser.
Perfect start for Coach Mark.
Shipped forward there and headed away by Gwen Mummert. The freshman from Berlin, Germany. International flavor on this Louisiana team. Players from Germany, Iceland, and England. Only 4 from the state of Louisiana.
And talking about the side of the field, and looking across the field at number 20, Lexi Turner. Some players have come from Iceland, some from Germany. Lexi comes from Starkville, Mississippi. And she's found a good amount of space on this left side too. Not been used yet, they haven't found her, but she's finding space, which could be dangerous.
Okay, Smith gives it away, gets it back now into the middle of the field. There's Stackpole who has the goal. Flip that one into traffic. Lexi Turner, that you just mentioned a moment ago, takes it across the midfield stripe, trying to squeeze that one through traffic, and it's taken away by Ole Miss. Chanel Thomas sends it forward to Little.
Thomas did well then, Richard. She covered 5 or 6 yards really quickly to close that ball down and guarantee that she got possession of it. It would have been a dangerous place to lose possession for Ole Miss. A little careless.
Long cross, Gabby Little whistle for being offside.
Too bad, that's the opposite side from watching Lexi Turner there. Gabby Little doing exactly the same thing on the other side of the field, but just pushing her luck too much, getting a little too far forward and getting caught offside for the second time tonight. The wasted opportunities, which Coach Mock's probably going to want to say something too about, maybe not making those runs quite as soon.
Weekdays from 3 to 7 Eastern, 2 to 6 Central. Tune into the Paul Feinbaum Show right here on the SEC Network. Listen to the SEC talks about the day's hottest topics and feels calmness for all his passionate fans. Kaiser in the open field. That one is smothered by Mackenzie Lee. Mackenzie Lee earning the start tonight to open the season.
Great run by Kaiser. We have to be critical at this point, which is okay. CC will be critical of her own performance there. There was a lot of goal to aim at. And for once she was human and didn't quite make it into that far left corner, which is probably where she was aiming.
Mackenzie Lee started more games than anybody else in net a year ago. Had a 5-4-2 record, allowed 1.2 goals per game. She and Victoria Ryan battling it out for a chance to be the starter in net this year. Louisiana met LSU on Monday night in an exhibition game, and it was a 1-1 match with 15 minutes to play. Scott Wheelan said, as much as you want to win that game, you got to play as many people as you can. He pulled all of his starters with 15 minutes to go in the game. They gave up a goal, and LSU ended up winning the match 2-1. But he came away very pleased with the way his team played against the Southeastern Conference team.
I think that's a sign of mature coaching. To risk the win. It was a pre-season game. He wanted to see what he had.
Gabby Little accelerates, crosses, ball, back of the net. Madison Pizzino with her first goal as an Ole Miss Rebel. And the Rebels lead 2-0.
Just making sure that Pizzino's okay there. She went down heavily as she made contact with the ball. She did well to come 3 or 4 yards quickly. Cross comes in from Little. There she is, gets it on her left foot. She took it on the ankle from number 3 after the ball had gone, but nothing Mackenzie Lee could do about that. 2-0 Ole Miss.
Now the cross by Gabby Little to set that up, and then the one touch from Pizzino.
Excellent stuff.
Get Pizzino to transfer from Florida State, scoring goals. Nothing new for Madison Pizzino. She's from the state of New York. She was the Gatorade Player of the Year. New York, a good soccer state. Pizzino at Grand Island High School was a 6-time letter winner and broke the New York State single season and career records for goals scored. She scored 73 goals in a single season, and for her career, 251. Just gets boring at that point, right?
So what took so long tonight? She'll be pleased with that. There was a great run from Little, by the way, which was indicative of adjustments that she made after being caught offside twice.
Dangerous spot there. That one just over the crossbar. That's probably a shot that Lexi Turner would like to take one more time.
It was a difficult one. The ball was high. She couldn't wait for it to come down. She had to take it high, and as such, she had a bit of difficulty getting her foot over the ball.
Gabby Little for Ole Miss a year ago had 9 assists. She is off to a pretty good start this year. 2 assists on the night. What a crossover by Kaiser. Serves it into the net just off the crossbar and kicks away.
Watching Kacie Kaiser assess the situation while she's in control of the soccer ball, if that wasn't enough, she dials it in, she chips it, and just put a fraction too much on it, just bounced it off the crossbar out for a goal kick. It's really, really fun to watch.
I know the chip shot was nice and it was incredibly close, but the move that she made to get that separation, ooh.
I know, it almost made you fall out of your seat. Sent us both the wrong way. Dropped that left shoulder as if she was going that way and then took off to the right. Left the defender on the ground.
Almost 20 minutes into the opening match of the season, Ole Miss a 2-0 win. Rebels played an exhibition last Friday night, a week ago, against Central Arkansas. Won 3-0 against UCF. Quiet start in this match for Channing Foster. Foster so good a year ago as a freshman, second team All-SEC freshman, All-SEC player. Getting ready to make their first substitution tonight. There you get a look at Channing Foster from Prairie, Kentucky.
Foul, Louisiana.
Louisiana, they're calling for the foul, and so a free kick coming for Ole Miss. We'll see exactly where Mark Harrington wants the ball placed.
As things, excuse me, Richard, as things develop, let's see if Foster starts playing off Kaiser. If Kaiser's going to have two players marking her, somebody's free.
Long ball forward by Grace Johnson. This one goes all the way to the keeper, Mackenzie Lee. Able to hold it in. Early part of the season, heat timeouts are in effect, and so there will be a water break in the next couple of minutes for these two teams. Temperature not bad, not only 81 degrees, but 78% humidity. It is a muggy night.
It is. Had some rain early on in the day, but I don't think it affected the playing surface particularly. This field drains really well. And we just hope that there's no lightning along with these storms if anything comes our way.
Molly Martin checks in for the first time tonight. She will replace Gabby Little, who has a good opening 20 minutes for the season. 2 assists in the first 20 minutes for Gabby Little.
And carried the captain's armband this season.
Gabby Little made 10 starts in 20 games a year ago. Earns a rest, slice of watermelon, cup of Gatorade. Wait for her name to be called and come back in. Good. Watermelon included in the booth also. That'd be all for that. Just an observation.
I could eat a slice of watermelon right now.
Especially if it's the kind without seeds. Seedless watermelon, absolutely the way to go.
I am not a watermelon connoisseur. I didn't know they came with or without seeds.
They do. A break in the action, 22:40 to play in half number 1. Ole Miss 2, Louisiana nothing. We'll be back after this on the SEC Network. Heat timeout. Both teams going to break to hydrate, and now we'll return to play. The ladies, overcast skies, chance of rain. Richard Cross, Ian Banner with you. It's the season opener. Just trying to make it to the postseason in consecutive years. A little bit of a joke about an even number jinx. Odd number years in recent seasons have been good. Ole Miss has made the NCAA tournament, NCAA regional play in 3 of the last 5 seasons, but it's alternated. It's been the odd years, trying to switch it up with an even year for the postseason this time. That one gets away, and goal kick coming for Louisiana.
What a cross there. MK Smith down that right hand side just whipped that in with the right foot. And that ball didn't quite go out of the penalty area, but I guess nobody noticed.
You're such a stickler.
Rules are rules.
Mary Kate Smith will throw in. Lexi Turner, 5'10", and maybe plays taller than that. Work in the middle by Molly Martin to find some space, trying to get it out wide and had it taken away.
Good defending from Louisiana. Gradually pushed her wider and wider into an area where she couldn't do as much damage, and finally she lost possession. Good defensive discipline.
Polo was trying to go with the quick touch and leave it. Now moving forward and couldn't quite run it down. Channing Foster off to Kaiser. Kaiser's trying to flip that one forward, well defended, and takes it right back. Now Kaiser toward the end line, and a corner for Ole Miss, their first of the game.
There's another good quality in CC Kaiser in terms of the fact that she's working hard, she's got the skills, she scores the goals, she gets a lot of headlines. Some players that would be enough. It's not enough for CC Kaiser. She loses possession, she rolls her sleeves up, goes right back and wins that ball back again.
Kaiser standing right in front of Mackenzie Lee. Zeno will take the kick. Miles away with the left foot. Across the box. As Foster chips it toward the net, but will go across the end line.
Really interesting watching that build up from Ole Miss. They knock the ball around in triangles very well indeed. Players finding space, getting the ball, knocking it off to other players that are finding space. Very tidy.
Opposite side. Should be a corner. This one out swinging. As again, Zeno will send it into play. Knocked away. Goes out to the wide side. Channing Foster chips it toward the net. Scott Wheelan is the head coach at Louisiana. You fall behind 2-0. You had that water break a moment ago, a chance to talk to your team. What did you say to them?
Well, I just told them we have to relax. We you know, those goals, we keep losing possession in the middle of the field. We can't, you know, we get possession, we can't get through. We're forcing things in the middle. We just got to relax, keep the ball in the middle, and then link up. We're just, we didn't have any luck doing that. We just, again, talked about having composure when we get the ball, and we just got to relax and find feet.
And when we visited before the game tonight, you mentioned composure on the ball and off the ball. What did you mean by that?
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. Having the composure to gain possession in our defensive, you know, end, and then link up in the middle. But we haven't done that. We're just giving away senseless passes. They're recovering the ball in the middle, picking it off, and then they're countering on it. So that we gotta. That's where that composure comes. We got to keep possession better in the midfield.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's Scott Wheelan, 14th season as the head coach at Louisiana. Here's Molly Martin. Now, Ian, it's almost, when you watch right now, just a constant, almost a rolling pressure that Ole Miss is applying, just one after another after another.
And Coach Wheelan very accurately stated the problem from his team. It's not so much that they're not able to do what he wants them to do, it's that the Ole Miss players are harrying, they're closing them down, they're denying them space, they're making it difficult for them even to get to the halfway line. And that takes effort, and running, and working.
Molly Martin wide for the chance to cross, finds a little space. Martin fires away, left foot across the box. Zeno was trying to turn that one around. That's another one of those high balls, a little difficult to handle.
Difficult too, yeah. She tried to take it. Maybe she could have brought it down. But that's something I know Ole Miss has worked very hard on, which is bringing the ball out of defence, holding the play up in your own third, trying to draw your opponent towards you to create spaces in the midfield. I know Coach Whelan would like to do that, but he's just not being allowed to.
Annie Foster trying to create some space. Cleared that time by Vitobola. Here, Gordon was Mullert that cleared that just a moment ago. A whistle and a foul, a little bit of a delayed whistle that time. Martin went down.
Referee was waiting to see what developed. I think he was probably sure that it was a foul, but he wanted to see if she was able to get up and get possession. She was not. He decided it was time to call the free kick.
Keeps it on the ground. Kaiser, quick touch toward the net and it started away. What's the advantage of playing that ball in on the ground versus chipping it into the air?
Well, first of all, you've got a wonderful playing surface to do it on, just knocking it low. Balls knocked in the air tend to finish up more likely 50-50 challenges, and the ball hit hard to feet.
Shot into the face there. Our referee will stop things.
Quite wise. Potential head injury.
Julia Phillips, I think, got a foot on that. The ball ended up in the face of M.K. Smith.
Came off Julia Phillips' foot.
Team's waiting for the opportunity to substitute. There's a souvenir. And then you gotta give it back. Sydney Michalak into the game for the first time tonight for Ole Miss, redshirt freshman. We'll give Madison Pizzino a break. And Ashley Newland, sophomore from Folsom, California, replaces Lexi Turner. Newland will throw it in. Newland. And now Ole Miss will throw it in.
Now in the second half of the first half, we're really starting to see the value of the bench. It'll be interesting to see who's got the strongest set of substitutes, because they're going to be needed tonight with this humidity.
Do people go crazy for free stuff? T-shirt, frisbee, water bottle. You say it's free and they go crazy.
I think so.
And it was Vuvuzela night to start the season, so that's what perhaps you hear in the background this evening. You're a Vuvuzela fan?
Not exactly, no. I understand it's a classical instrument from South Africa.
That was the 2010 World Cup where the Vuvuzelas were ever present.
There's one right there.
Sorry, you said that was a classical instrument?
Vuvuzela night at the opera.
Molly Martin waiting to see where that one will be in. It stops right on the end line. Uses her frame to box out the defender. Here's Foster. Kaiser gives it away, gets it right back. A lot of space. She doesn't always need a lot of space. And now a corner coming for Ole Miss. That one touched last By the defender for Louisiana. This time Channing Foster will take the corner kick, the 5th of the game for Ole Miss. Channing Foster started all 20 games a season ago as a freshman. He's had 9 of his 11 players forward on that corner.
Hardy Merritt doing well, coming right up into halfway into her own half, almost acting as an additional centre half.
Minutes left in this first half. Ole Miss leading 2-0 over Louisiana. Just a minute and a half into the game. Rebels with a season opening goal from Haley Stackpole. Followed up about 15 minutes later with Madison Pizzino's first goal of the season. Channing Foster, little stop and start, sends it toward the net, and a good recovery defensively. She got it by Mackenzie Lee.
What a great turn from Haley Stackpole that really helped build that one up. We see it maybe on the replay, but what a wonderful piece of ball control.
M.K. Smith chips it toward the net, looking for a header. There's the touch, but it's wide left. 2 scoring opportunities for Ole Miss. Lee went down, but there to clean up the mess was Gwen Mummer, saving a goal. Mummer, the freshman from Germany.
Louisiana finding it difficult to build up from the back, aren't they? Typically the moves are breaking down before they get to the halfway line.
Marty Barrett takes a little bit of a risk there, goes all the way out to the front edge of the box and is able to knock it away. If Casey Powell is able to maintain possession, she's got an empty net there.
One of the things that both teams will want to work on is concentration. Even when it appears that you're not under pressure, one mistake and all of a sudden you're in serious trouble. It's important to try to keep your mind active at all times, even when the ball's 50, 60, 70 yards away.
Powell, not sure she agreed with that call. She thought it was touched last by Ole Miss. Louisiana just having trouble sustaining pressure, even when they get the ball in the Ole Miss half of the field or into the attacking third. It's like an uphill battle. Ole Miss quickly sending it back the other way.
They're not making it easy for Louisiana at all. We're sitting in the booth here with the windows open and the humidity is absolutely vicious. Chanel Thomas's work rate there was incredible. There she is again, cleaning up. That's the left fullback, moved all the way across the field and tidying up on the right hand side.
Brenna Palmadonner checks into the match for the first time. She is also from Iceland, transferred from UMass Lowell. That's where she played her freshman season a year ago. She and Una Einersdottir, cousins. Opportunity now to play together in the United States.
And I hope it's okay if I say that
Miss Lonnie Mulligan. We might like to have that pass back. Just kind of gave it up and sent it into the middle of the circle. And they're on the receiving end. Just got it back. Phillips gets it off. Now Foster into the box with the right foot.
Coach Mott taking the opportunity to get some of his players some game time.
Savannah Young and Grace Champagne will check again for the first time tonight.
Coming up again for and 14,
Closing in on the 5-minute mark remaining here in the first half. Season opener for Ole Miss and Louisiana. First of 2 games here at home this weekend. Rebels will host Western Kentucky on Sunday night. A good start tonight against Louisiana.
Which does lead you to talk about game management from a coaching perspective, because Coach Mott's got another game on Sunday afternoon. He's got to deal with this game first and foremost, but with the 2-goal cushion is in the back of his mind. How do I manage these players? How many of them do I take off the bench? How many do I use tonight? How many do I want to keep fresh for Sunday?
Molly Mulligan, a Mississippian, saw her with the ball just a moment ago. Oak Grove High School in Hattiesburg. Mott says that Lonnie Mulligan is the fastest player on this Ole Miss team. And the 100 meter, the 200 meter, in the state track finals at Oak Grove. Corner kick coming here for Ole Miss.
Good run from Sid Mishlak there. The defender under pressure got out for a corner.
Just a moment ago, sitting to Matt Mott's left, former player Jessica Hiskey, now an assistant on the Ole Miss staff. Bob Johnson back for his 9th season with Ole Miss, and also Richard Beebe, 4th as a volunteer assistant. Jess Hiskey, good player.
Yes.
And whistle a foul that time on Ole Miss. I think
Little push.
We'll push in the back.
Yep.
Subtle. Not subtle enough.
Not subtle enough is exactly what I was going to say. Caught in the act. Nice little steal from Foster.
Stackpole had the first goal of the season. She was chasing some space there.
There's that lateral movement from Ole Miss, waiting for players to become available. Went with the long ball, but nobody saw it coming and nobody went for it.
think had M.K. Smith on the right side. The defender's kind of sagging and taking that pass away, so she was looking to go deep there.
This is where that concentration is so important. They know there's less than a minute and a half to go till the break, but they've got to stay sharp, both teams.
Bumping there and a foul on Louisiana, so Ole Miss has a free kick coming. Minute 10 left in this first half. They'll set it up for Channing Foster to take the free kick. Now inside a minute. 2-0 lead. Ole Miss content to take its time setting this up. You might see a little bit different pace if it was a minute left in the game. You were down a goal. This one toward the net. Long high ball that lands on top of the net.
Chance gone.
A misfire there. Tara Sullivan will check in and replace Channing Foster as the half comes to a close. Lifts the leg strength of Foster.
Averages 4 shots a game. It's more than some teams can average.
Giving her ability to score, that's a number that you're okay with, right?
Yes, indeed.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
A 2-0 lead for Ole Miss at the half in the season opener against Louisiana. Rebels opened about a minute and a half in. Haley Stackpole, a freshman from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, picks up her first career goal. 15 minutes later, Madison Pizzino, a transfer from Florida State, picks up her first goal as a Rebel. Nice start for some of the new faces.
Excellent start. Good game. Very entertaining first half.
Coming up at the half, we will take you behind the scenes of Ole Miss soccer getting ready for a new season. 2-zip. Ole Miss